Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowle, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Here's the handoff. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down. We're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there.
He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. The pass rush gets home. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And he's got it, no problem. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Has the first down and more. It's a nice gain. We move the football up to the 27. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. To the air. It's Russell. And they get the completion. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down right at the 20. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looks left and finds his target there. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw it again. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum in scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking to throw. It's Russell. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Refusing to be stopped on this play. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Pressure is coming. He finds some space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Pryor. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Gives it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Look at a throw on third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
And I don't care who you are as a defense. When a quarterback's sitting back there for that much time, the secondary has no chance to stop an offense. Good job by the quarterback to find the open target for the touchdown.
And it's Field, the returner, trying to create good field position here. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. They'll run it here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They'll hand it off. Has it back to the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to pass. It's Russell. He makes the grab. That's good for a first down near the 40. Alabama. Top of the line quickly. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Marshall. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown. Tied. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. He has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And the returner is brought down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking for some space. It's Isaac. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's take it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To throw, it's Russell. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Productive drive so far as they reach the 40 with another first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Bites off the defender. And he's brought down out at the 46. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. He keeps it himself.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. He escapes the pocket. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Just throwing it away. He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Caught by the receiver. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Finding space at the 20. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
On first and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on second down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple plays.
So a field goal attempt coming up now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Dump off, caught by the running back. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The back's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Bites into the open. The 10. Touchdown. Bama. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. QB keeper all the way. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's St. Clair. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Mental mistake by the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got it, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Receiver in motion now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Dropping back. It's Russell. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Looking to throw for the first down. A short completion at the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You want to be able to pick up a first down, get as close as you can to the sideline on these conversions, and then get out of bounds. That's exactly what they were able to do here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
A play action, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? He bought some time, now lets it go. With the catch, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Will not be brought down. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for two to take the lead right here. They'll try to run this one in.
Chris, you see the clock, right? I mean, we're under 30 seconds to go in this game. They just scored a touchdown, a chance to tie it with the extra point. Instead, they get greedy. They go for two to try to take the lead and maybe win it, and it backfires. Unable to get it done, still trailing by one. Get your hands team ready. You need an onside kick recovery.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.